I did a breakdown of the top cards to use to push for Hall of Fame rank in NBA Infinite. And it's been some time since we did that video, so I decided to update and look at all the newest players that are being used for the current Hall of Fame rank for Season 4. And I got to tell you, folks, there are some new names added to this list, and there are some of the fan favorites returning again, which proves that they are pretty solid and consistent cards to invest and upgrade. Now that we broke the introduction down, let's get into this list. So for the point guards, we did see some new names, like I said earlier. So LaMelo Ball did make one appearance in the top 200. Damian Lillard appeared 13 times in the top 200. Ja Morant actually appeared once. There were no players using Shai-Gilgeous Alexander. One player was using De'Aaron Fox. There were no players using the rookie Stephen Curry. Believe it or not, there was a player using the rare Spencer Dinwiddie. No players were using D'Angelo Russell. There was one player using Jordan Poole. One player using Fred VanVleet. I mean, these are good, cheap value cards that are worth upgrading. No one was using Mike Conley, Kyle Lowry, Ricky Rubio. As far as the legendary Stephen Curry, there were 6 players using this Curry. One player was using the legendary Luka. Trae Young did appear on this list 3 times, so he is one of the more popular choices. Kyrie Irving made the list once, and Jamal Murray as well. What we didn't see was playoffs Shai-Gilgeous Alexander, playoffs Tyrese Haliburton, regular Tyrese Haliburton, and Derrick Rose. So that's something worth noting. Let's take a look at the shooting guards. So for the shooting guards, not that many names appeared on this list. Of course, we did see Paul George. He's one of the most popular cards to upgrade, and in the beginning of the game, he was one of the easiest epics to max out as well, and had a lot of value defensively, offensively, like he was so good, but he has gotten his nerfed since that point. Paul George appeared 8 times on the list, and when I say the list, I am referring to the top 200 players. Donovan Mitchell did not appear. Drew Holiday did not. Jalen Green, Marcus Smart, Victor Oladipo, Anthony Simons, Eric Gordon all did not make the cut. Devin Booker appeared twice. James Harden led the charge with 10 appearances on this list. Jaylen Brown didn't make it. Klay Thompson made it twice. Anthony Edwards didn't appear. Evan Fournier didn't appear. And Tim Hardaway Jr. So out of these shooting guards, there were only 4 shooting guards that appeared as the favorite go-to players for the top 200. The small forwards, rookie Kevin Durant didn't make the cut. Jimmy Butler appeared twice. Brandon Ingram didn't appear. Rookie LeBron James did not appear. Andrew Wiggins didn't either. RJ Barrett, Keldon Johnson, Tobias Harris did not make the list either. LeBron James did make an appearance once. Legendary Kevin Durant was not on there either. Kawhi Leonard made 1 appearance. Jason Tatum was the most commonly used player. He is a very good player offensively. He's also one of the starter legendary cards, so he appeared 31 times. DeMar DeRozan didn't make it, and Mikal Bridges didn't either. I noticed a trend already, but I'll recap that at the end. But right now, it is clear to say that Jason Tatum is one of the most popular players to use inside of NBA Infinite. So the power forwards had a little bit more variety. We did see Zion Williamson appear once. Pascal Siakam surprisingly appeared 6 times. This is a card that I personally have used as well, and it's good to see that his momentum is not declining. Julius Randle appeared twice, which I was surprised about as well. Lauri Markkanen did not make the cut. Draymond Green didn't make it either. Bogdanovich, Aaron Gordon, Jonathan Isaac, John Collins also didn't make it. Giannis led the charge with 19 appearances, which is pretty insane because I actually thought it was going to be someone else. But Giannis was up there. Not that I didn't think Giannis was going to be one of the top choices, but I personally think that the next name, Anthony Davis, would have been number 1, but he appeared 18 times. So they kind of were marrying almost the same amount, but Giannis did get the edge. Victor Wembanyama made an appearance twice. I personally think Wemby would have been up there higher, but he's a lot more difficult to get, and that is the trend I was trying to hint at earlier. You'll see that some of the cards, especially some of the epics that only appear in the limited pool, are not some of the popular choices that are appearing in the Hall of Fame rank. I mean, those cards are a lot harder to rank. Those cards are a lot harder to max out since they don't really show up in the market a lot, and when they do, they sell out really fast. But their prices are a bit high due to the scarcity. And also, it is a lot harder to pull these cards because they are only available in those limited pools. Because the only other method of getting them, aside from the rare appearance on the market, is from the limited time pools. The next player that didn't make the cut was Jaren Jackson Jr. He appeared once. We didn't see Porzingis, which I was surprised about. And we didn't see Paolo Banchero. Now, some of the newer names, I can expect them not being used immediately due to the learning curve of figuring out how to use these new players. And also due to the fact that it'll be harder to compile these players since they just came out. So maybe next time around when I do update the list, we'll see some of those newer names on there as well. Especially the Paolo Banchero, who I think is a pretty good card to use. And if you want to see some gameplay for Paolo and a breakdown for him, let me know in the comment section. We can drop that as well. Now for the centers, we did see more names on here as well and more frequently. So I was actually pretty happy about that. So Bam Adebayo made the cut 9 times. Bam was a pretty popular choice. Karl Anthony Towns appeared 15 times, so he still is one of the meta choices for the center position. Rudy Gobert was on this list twice. Domantas Sabonis was on there 7 times, so that was pretty impressive. Alperen Şengün, who I think will make the list in the next update, had no appearances, but I think this is because he is a new card. His skill set is pretty solid inside his game, and I do think that once people do have the opportunity to add him to their squad more frequently, he'll make a lot more appearances in the top 200. Clay Capella is no longer on there. Brook Lopez, Andre Drummond, Montrezl Harrell. Nikola Jokic appeared 7 times, and Joel B still leads the charge with 23 appearances. He's personally my favorite center to use as well. The process is really good in this game, pretty reliable. Those were the most popular players to use to push for Hall of Fame rank based off the top 200 ranked players right now. I enjoyed making this video, and let me know in the comment section if you're going to be chasing one of the players named in this video or if you're already using them as your main player. As always, I appreciate all the support. I will catch everyone on the next one. Stay ballin'.